JR, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
I'm Tim, I'm your SPT today. Today we're going to be working on doing some bridging. Basically the point of that, we're going to be working on your trunk activation and stabilization, as well as working on your posterior chain, working on those glutes and hip extensors. And this is a good exercise to kind of work on some bend mobility, but it's really good just for getting some general strengthening, some baseline strengthening. Does that sound good with you today?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'll have you lay down here. Let's have your legs facing this way, head right over on this side. Awesome. And I'm going to place this pillow underneath, kind of like your pelvis here. So go ahead and lift up. Awesome. Okay. So this is going to help us just get into our end range a little bit more easily. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of come at your hips over here, and I'm going to assist you coming up. And once we're at the top, we're just going to hold that position, okay? Alright. So go ahead and press with your feet down and pressing up, keeping that core nice and tight. Good. And from here, we're going to hold this position. That looks good. So I'm going to give you a little bit of rotational force, but try to keep your hips in the same plane. Don't let them tilt, okay? So I'm going to give you a little resistance here. Try to hold your pelvis. That looks good. And let's come back down. We'll take a little break. And I should have mentioned earlier, when you're keeping your core tight, think about drawing in your belly button, kind of like you're pulling up a tight pair of pants. So kind of suck it in, keep that core activated. And let's do that again, coming on up. Good. And I'm going to resist you in the opposite direction rotationally. So try to keep that position. And nice, right back down. Very nice. Doing okay so far?
Yeah.
Alright, so that was rhythmic stabilization. The next one's going to be stabilizing reversals. So basically what that is we're going to come back up to the end range, hold that position, and I'm going to apply some pressure going down, and then right after coming up. So same thing, try to keep that position, and let's come back up. Good, so hold this here, and I'm going to press down. There you go, keep that position, and we'll stay up here again, and I'm going to pull up this time. So try not to let me bring your pelvis up. Very good. And lower slowly. Excellent. All right, JR, so to continue, we're going to be doing a progression to the bridge. This is going to be a tall kneeling exercise. So basically what tall kneeling is, I'll kind of demonstrate, is we're going to be starting kneeling position, kind of like down, and then we're going to be working on coming up. So basically when you're up in this position, you're going to get a lot of kind of like instability. So we're kind of trying to work that with stabilizing the core. We're also using those hip extensors to get us up. And then once we're up there, we're going to do, once again, that rhythmic stabilization where we're doing some rotation. And then we'll also do stabilizing reversals. So I'll get into that, but any questions so far? No? All right. So if that sounds good, let's have you kneeling with you facing this way and your feet kind of hanging off the edge. Usually we'll be on like a pillow under the knees, but we have a nice cushioned surface, so that looks good. And then I'm just going to place this right underneath your bottom here so we can kind of sit back in a little bit elevated surface. So once again, I'm going to be assisting you at the hips coming up. So let's go ahead and start with that, going into our tall kneel position. So let's go ahead up. Good, good. So stable here.
Yeah.
All right, so I want you to let me know when you can feel your musculature when I start to rotate you. And we want this at like a level of 6 or 7 out of 10 on your difficulty level, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and rotate you. So let me know when you can feel that.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Okay, yep, doing good. Try not to let me move you. All right, and then I'm gonna rotate in the opposite direction now. So don't let me move you again. Feeling that there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. And relax, let's go slowly back down. Very nice. Okay, so that was good. We're gonna do that again, so I'm gonna assist you back up, and then this time I'm gonna press you on both sides of your hips, going backwards, and then don't let me move you, and then we'll do the same thing going forwards. All right, so let's go ahead right back up. Good, nice and stable here.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna press back. Try not to let me move you. Let me know when you feel it. Pretty good there?
Yeah.
Okay. And relax, stay here, nice and strong. And I'm gonna pull you forward this time. Good. perfect. Let's go back down nice and slow. And that was a really good job. Usually we'll do about 10 repetitions or so on those. So that's perfect, 5 to 10. All right, JR. So we've been progressing really nicely. I think we're ready to do some standing stabilization now. So basically, we're still working on our trunk muscles. We're going to be standing in an upright position, and we're going to be doing those rotations again, as well as some reversals. So does that sound okay with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So these are especially important if you're just like out in public and maybe you have to react to being bumped or anything like that, or you're walking in the grocery store and someone gets too close or like I said, bumps you. So you want to be able to have enough control in your trunk to stabilize yourself and prevent a fall. So I'm just gonna get this belt on you. Let's have your hands up for me. Let me give you a big hug. Okay. Make sure this is snug, but not too tight. Does that feel okay so far?
Yeah, that's good.
And so similar to what we were doing earlier, once we stand up, we're looking for about like a 6 or 7 out of 10 on the difficulty level. If it's too much or too little, just let me know, and also let me know where you're feeling it. Okay. So let's go ahead and stand up. I'll just give you a little assistance if you need. There you go. All right. So we're standing nice and stable here. Doing okay so far?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to start by stabilizing at the pelvis, and let's do a rotation. So I'm going to rotate you, but don't let me move you. Let me know when you're at about a 6 or 7 out of 10 on the difficulty level.
I'd say that's a 6 right there.
Okay, where are you feeling that?
I feel a little bit like in my quads, like some of my glutes as well.
Good, good. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to rotate you in the opposite direction, okay? That looked good. So same thing, don't let me move your hips or rotate you, and let me know when we're at about a 6 or 7.
Yeah, just about there.
Okay. Feeling it same spot or so?
Yeah, this one I feel like more like my lower back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That looked good. So, next I'm gonna push you with both going that way. So, just like we were doing earlier, all right?
Sure.
But don't let me move you. I'm gonna push you kind of backwards.
Okay.
So, good. Let me know when we're 6 or 7.
Yeah, about there.
Okay. And let's do it in the opposite direction.
Yeah, right there.
Good. All right. Where were you feeling those?
When you were pushing me forward, I felt like I had to use like my glutes, I guess.
Okay.
My hamstrings.
Good. Good.
And then, yeah, just hip flexors and
Okay.
stuff.
Nice. You know your anatomy. That's good.
Yeah, I do.
So next we're gonna progress you. That looked really good. And I was giving you a lot of strength, so we can progress. I'm gonna be stabilizing now a little bit higher, so at your shoulders, and we're gonna do those rotations again. Okay. So same thing. Let me know when we're at a 6 or 7, and let me know when you're feeling it or where you're feeling it. All right. So don't let me twist you.
Okay, yeah,
Right around here.
that's tough.
Okay. And where are you feeling that?
Definitely my abs right here.
Good, good. Perfect. All right, and rotating you the opposite way.
Yeah, I'm feeling that right here.
Awesome. Very good. All right, doing okay so far? Don't you need a break or anything, or? All right.
Pretty easy.
All right, yeah, it's looking really good. Our next progression, we're gonna go arms up like a Y, so kind of elbows extended nice and high. That looks good. So from here, we're gonna do the same thing, rotations, and let me know when you're feeling it and when we're at like a 6 or 7. So I'm gonna rotate you, try not to let me move you. Feeling it there?
Yeah,
Good, good.
same thing, like in the abs.
Very nice. That looked good. So opposite rotation now, try not to let me move you. Feeling it again, or?
Oh yeah.
Good, good. And perfect. All right. So that was excellent. Typically we would do about 5 to 10 reps of each of those. But very nice job.
Cool.